Good news! Since last time, I have in fact played back up the same point that I was at before. Pretty close calls there, and also some failed runs. Several failed runs, let's just say. But here we are back at the Blasted Steps after beating up the last judge. And then I also have another backup save file that I was playing on a little bit yesterday, just in case this one also goes bad. We'll see. If only they give you more than 4 different save files, it would be pretty handy for the way that I want to play this game, apparently. Just so it's like, well, I lost, but hey, good news. I have 5 more save files all at the same point. All right. But anyway, plan today is actually not really to do too much as far as progress goes, but mostly just to do grinding and whatnot. Because after all, there is a lot of advantages that I have kind of skipped over by attempting to go through the game, at least at a good pace. I don't know if I would necessarily say really quickly. Not there. I don't know if I would necessarily say really quickly, but this is not intended to be some sort of challenge run where I'm not using tools or whatever. It's just, you know, I forgot how easy it was to get the straight pin, so I did grab that in this one and stuff like the shard pendant and whatnot. But no. Today is going to be, I'm thinking largely... Today is going to be, I'm thinking largely, there we go, about doing a lot of side questy type of stuff, which I attempted yesterday and then almost immediately lost. Because I decided to go, oh my god, because I decided to go up against the clockwork dancers and did bad. Well, whatever. Look, at this point in time, I might not be a speedrunner, but certainly if I wanted to be, I feel like I'm developing the skills for it. Although, a real speedrunner wouldn't even be going this route in the first place. They would be going, you know, elsewhere. And there's plenty of other better places to go to when it comes to trying to, you know, do a fast run. That's what I'm trying to think of. I don't know. The words were not coming to my head there. All right. Same basic thing as before. Just want to not have to deal with the underworks, which I feel like is not a controversial opinion at all. I feel as though actually most people... Can I just hit this over here? No, you need to hit it from the bottom. Of course. But yes, no underworks, and I'm going to make sure that I hit up the save point, everything like that. Go through here as normal. Probably go get over to Songclave and do it like for real this time and not die in the very first room that has enemies. And then, yeah, side quests. All of the various wishes and whatnot that exist in the game. Things where I don't have to fight bosses, more or less. Probably most notably is going to be going to get... Where was the... Probably most notably is going to be going to get like the cracked mask and everything like that. Yeah, here we go. This is the place where you come in from the underworks, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, the big fountain and everything. There you go. Let's die in the very first room that has enemies. No, that's not going to happen this time. Yeah. Who silked the song. Indeed, it's me, John Silksong. They who have song, silk, and silked songs, etc. and so on. Have I died several more times getting back up to this point? Absolutely. But mostly due to me just not really paying attention and trying to go through the game even faster than I have. So I am starting to develop some more strategies for... like fighting a few of the bosses faster, or you know, like, hey, let's do the getting the cloak thing. What is this thing called? Drifter's cloak. With, you know, less exploration around the area, more just grinding out the basic things. Like I said, I feel like I'm just doing a very bad version of like learning how to speed run this game at this point in time. So there's that. For whatever that's worth, which is nothing. No, I mean, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just not just try to run past every one of the enemies to immediately get to the first bench up there, but instead just fight a couple of them. Make sure you gotta heal, all that sort of stuff. It should be easy. Yep, it's me. Made it here. Made a quick stop off to go get some craft metal. Hope you don't mind, Lace. Yes, of course. One of them super bugs. No, it wasn't. I didn't even die once. What are you talking about, Lace? There she goes. I had the feeling you were trying to speedrun it. Well, but not like literally speedrun it, because if you're speedrunning it, you want to go through like alternate routes and whatnot compared to what I'm doing, which is just pretty much not what you want to do. It's like I'm assuming like speedrunning or even like 100% speedrunning are going to be still very different sort of routes, very different ways of doing things. But at the same time, if you want to go fast because you're expecting to die a lot, and I am, and I have, you know, that entire thing. Oh, just get down here. Getting them from the bottom tends to be one of the more effective ways to end up doing this anyway. Really. But yes, not going this fast. Could still try to get the parry. What, you mean the clash? Or you mean like literally get the parry abilities? Like, are you talking to like getting better at clashing against enemies or getting the literal parry ability that exists in the game? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I'll probably still end up doing that. I don't think Phantom's too hard of a fight, all things considered. Kind of both, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like nobody, like even the super experts at this game, really intends to do clashes most of the time. Ugh. We'll deal with the bell ringer here. There you go. There. Now not going to get killed by them this time. They've already gotten one kill on Old Horn. I don't know what they were trying to do. They've already gotten one kill on Hornet here. I don't need them to get a second. Okay, I don't need to fight everything now. But yeah, are there like any... But they are a very busted speedrunning technique. Which one? The clash or the the other thing? I guess it does keep you right next to the enemy, allowing you to get a lot more hits there. But you got to get down like a very specific rhythm and whatnot. Clash. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I understand how it works. And there's a few like different moves that you can do that can really extend the amount of time that you are, you know, quote unquote attacking, stuff like this. Got a lot of frames on there. Really? That still hit me. I even did the downward dive. There. I don't, you know, like I keep missing this particular area. Yeah, it's like, I guess, yeah, doing it would be good for speedrunning. I don't know. I don't think I am. Okay, it just kind of loops around there. Because, yeah, I've just been going over to the right every time that I appear in here during my many save files. I totally forgot what happens if you go to the left. And the answer is, not much. You're over here. Probably my Sekiro self-talking. I mean, look, if we want to go play Sekiro, I'd still have not finished 9 Souls. Which, good game, but it was also very hard. I don't know, for some reason, and it's probably the fact that I played, you know, Hollow Knight 100 to 200 hours. I feel like I am getting better quicker at Sekiro. Not the Silksong. Sekirong. There you go. 9 Souls isn't bad, but it is very hard. No, it's quite good, but it is also very hard. That's a very parry-focused game, too. Which I feel like when I was playing it, I was definitely getting, but... Oh, boy, let me tell you, the amount of times that I spent on fighting the various bosses in Nine Souls versus the time that I'm spending fighting the various bosses in Skong here is like there's a big gulf. Well, maybe not a big gulf of difference, but there is a difference. It's a hard game. No, not really. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, super gamer over here. Sorry, I can't match up to your cool skills. All right, let's go get Songclave up and running. All right, and walk directly into the first enemy that I find here. You know, I suppose it's like, yeah, I should be playing this a little bit more careful, especially now that I'm in the Citadel. Overall, I do have a lot of the game opened up for me. There's not really too much that I need to do different in terms of... Like, yeah, that's the whole thing. There is obviously like game progression and everything, but it's meant to be done in any order, that sort of thing, which makes it, I feel, a lot more simple to not have to fight a lot of bosses right now. There's several routes through every place. All right. I mean, I'm not better in everything. Actually, I should take out you first, let's be honest. Okay. Not better in everything related to gaming. Okay, fine. So just what you just coming to my stream to brag to me how good you are? I mean, I'm not some sort of Ubermenschen type of character, just in this particular case. Like, okay, man. See, I'm also very humble. That's my charm point. Anyway, get up here. Yeah, it's just up to the right, basically, if I'm remembering correctly. Still feel very... I'm getting better with the amount of runs that I've been doing, but not quite there. No, I just like to troll you. Yes, I know that as well. Like, what do you do? Think I can't read the room here? What do you think my stupid comments are? Do you think that I actually feel that way? That's right, everybody. We're getting real here on the Doctor... Ah! Inferno Firebird channel. Wherein I play games and insult people, and then we have a real nice heart-to-heart. where we really get all of our emotions out on the table. And talk about how, in the end, we really love each other. You know? This is what you expect out of basically the filler episode of Silksong. Hope you're all enjoying. I mean, I guess there is still very much the possibility that I could die at any point in time. Let's be honest there. But I feel like the stakes are at least mostly lower than like the first episode. I'd like to think so anyway. I'd like to think that I at least have that much skill in my ability to play this game that I'm not going to die to, yes, this sort of stuff. Now, real quick, run over here, grab this so I don't have to pay for it from the shopkeeper, who I guess just takes it from the corpse that they decide to set up shop next to. And get that working. All right. And I don't even need to hear that. Just trust that it rang. And we also get it confirmed by this guy here. That's me. Right when I'm trying to get some sleep. How much are you sleeping around here? What are you even doing otherwise, caretaker? Yep. You know, this does come up with an interesting idea. Like, I keep wondering, what is up with the bells? They make so many bells around here, and I just don't really understand why. I don't think that was really explained in the lore, but I guess here the implication is that the bells are a way to, at least to an extent, ward off the haunting. I guess? What's your favorite NPC in Skong? What is my favorite NPC in Skong? I'm just thinking about that right now. I don't know. Pavo. Nah, But it's just like, yeah, so I guess that's why? Is it? Maybe. Who knows? A second sentinel. I still have not even found them. Apparently you got to do the... Apparently you got to do the... what do you call it? Quest for that. The Cogwork Heart, which... I mean, I should do it. It's this whole thing where, yeah, I don't like the mini games, as stated before. Take you out here. I'm going to need to grind up a whole lot of money anyway. I don't like the mini games to go and get the last nail upgrade. I don't like... Mostly that. But I also don't want to do the mini games to go and get that thing. the Cogwork Heart pieces. I found a couple of those places, but, you know. Get out of here, you. Those bell-ringing characters. Also, again, I don't think... Not a very controversial opinion, but terrible. There you go. Cogwork Heart, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's like I heard people talking about like Cogwork Flies and whatnot as a tool, but I guess you just get that aside from that whole thing. So yeah, I should have guessed that it was probably something big, and not just big, but apparently it's like a pretty notable boss and everything too. The second Sentinel. So I'll have to do it eventually. Obviously, I'm gonna want to do the fun boss fights, you know. I think if I go up here to the left, that's something different. I don't remember what it is. Whiteward is probably going to be the first... Oh, yeah, it's just this. Okay. Pay for a bit of silk. Like, why? They're not that hard. Well, I mean, they specifically are programmed to move out of the way when you try to attack them. If you don't have, like, the Clawline and whatnot, they're just kind of frustrating to fight. Or at least some sort of way to deal with stuff. Also, the bouncing of the bells, much like the drill guys, the... what are their names? I don't even remember. Conch flies are hard to predict. And I want to say are also programmed specifically to make sure they're getting in the way. Get out of here already. Ugh. See, this is why I tried to do the Cogwork dancers so early, because one, I feel like I can deal with that boss usually pretty well, but also it does give you an upgrade for your needle, which is pretty handy. How did I miss that? It doesn't matter. I don't need to go fight them right now. Although I am going to want to go talk to Songclave pretty quick, get all their quests soon enough. Just a... Get out of here already. I am trying to go through the game. Do you mind? I hate that hedgehog. Anyway, continuing on here. Yeah, I hope you're all ready for a very like I said, uninteresting stream. This is mostly the filler arc, as it were. We're going to be getting many sets of 20 bear asses. I'll tell you that right now. And then I'm going to die in the Ant Kingdom. Use your silk very sparingly? Yeah, I want to make sure that I can heal at any point in time. I don't know if you know this, but if I lose all of my health, I have to restart this entire save file. So if I, for example, am down to a point where I could get killed in one hit and I don't have the ability to heal, that's bad. Hence why I don't want to just, like, start wildly using that as much as possible. Okay. Let's get over here, start opening up some stuff. We all hate that hedgehog. Good, good. I'm glad that we got a bunch of Robotnik fans around here. Well, Eggman. Oh no, I slipped back into the 90s for a second there and called him Robotnik. Ugh. Ah! Such a thing is so unbecoming of someone like myself. 20 bear asses? Oh baby. Don't worry, we're not going to be fighting Ass Jim in this episode. Thankfully. I don't think I could beat him on my first try if I went up against him right now. Don't get me wrong. I would very much, again, like to have that extra nail upgrade, but, you know. How are you skonging around? Well, we got a new save file. Back up to the point that I was at before. And we're just doing grinding today. Today's filler episode where I just go around doing a bunch of side quests and whatnot, and it's largely uninteresting. Yeah. That whole thing. Slab, our favorite jail episode. Oh, come on. Don't you like Secret Prison Pamoka? That's my favorite jail episode, the one that lasted 10 minutes. This is a reference if you only watch Omicron. That will not make any sense to anybody else. A minute and a half long message of what? Of what even? We'll wait until I get Clawline to go do that. Yeah, I didn't realize until that last stream that you can just go get Clawline through Whiteward, so I'm gonna go do that. Ah! Go do that there. Oh, it's a voice message. Okay, that makes a bit more sense, where I'm just like, how could you time that out so well? It's like, yeah, 7 paragraphs. That's going to take about a minute and a half to read. Maybe that would actually be a little bit longer. That's kind of a lot of paragraphs. I don't know. I feel like I read pretty fast myself. Hard to say. Hey, you, wake up. And by wake up, I mean die. You too. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I didn't use that silk skill, I would have been able to heal there. And that's... Oh, it's just a shard bundle, too. So who cares? It's not even that good. Whatever. I mean, of course, the reality is I can go and run back to the... Go and run back to the save point easy enough. I also would really like to not fight these things. They're very erratic in how they move around. And it's kind of hard to get a... good hit in on them. I think those birds that I hate are bad. These characters with a weird dive bomb. There you go. They also have way more health than you'd expect, but I also feel like that's kind of true for most enemies in Skong. It's often that they have quite a bit of health. At least it feels like it compared to Hollow Knight. Maybe I'm just misremembering Hollow Knight. Look, Silk Eater, the item that you'll never use for its intended purpose. Yeah, but the entire thing is that I believe they... Really? I believe they give you... I think it's somewhere in Sinner's Road, the person that, you know, normally gives you a bunch of Silk Eaters. They now have, like, an alternate thing they do that lets you do stuff with Silk Eaters. Got him. Which, I mean, I guess this would be the episode that I go get that. Also this. Naturally. But yeah, as long as I'm not accidentally using my... I'm also right on top of an enemy here. Ah! What is this nonsense? Here, I just got a shard bundle. There you go. Did I use that shard bundle? Yes. That's why we're talking about it. Right. Now I remember. I don't know this reference. It's a reference to Omicron, the Nomad Soul. You should go watch that series. It's very fun in its own way. Is it good? No. But actually, I think the fact that it is so bad makes it a lot more entertaining. Secret Prison Pamoka. You can just go find the episode, Secret Prison Pamoka. It's like, you'll get it. Anyway. Hello! Welcome, Das Monitor, to the stream. To, again, the boring filler arc stream where I go around and do all the side quests and, you know, optional areas and whatnot. Is this a 100%? No, but I am going to do quite a bit of things because I don't want to die, and trying to speedrun my way through the game will just result in my unfortunate passing, I'm thinking. So basically it's like, it's going to be as much as I feel like I need to actually complete the game and not die embarrassingly to the next boss. But still, you know, the other thing is that there's nothing that stops me from just using this save file to do a 100% run if I want to eventually. After all, it doesn't, like, delete your save file after you beat the game. Nah, there's nothing in here. I couldn't remember. So it's like, think of this as, like, a 100% run part 1, in the sense that, like, I'll just reuse this same save file if I want to do a 100% run. Something of that sort. Get up here. Go find Sherma playing in the bath. Very cute. Yeah, I never found that my first time around. Is there... Yeah, that should be pretty much everything I'm looking at. I think I just really need to go through this area for what I'm planning to do, at least right now. All right. Filler episode time. Got to get those sweet filler arcs in. Look, we've got to make a 35-episode season. They're not all going to be banger episodes. You got to understand. This thing is going to be... I mean, well, okay, I am going to make, like, a little bit of progress, because this is eventually going to lead to the Clawline and whatnot, so... That is kind of important by itself. As we go down into the Silent Hill area. Why not? It's getting pretty close to spooky season. Y'all ready for spooky season and spooky stuff to be happening? Which is to say Halloween. The spookiest of seasons. Me, I have no plans. Yep. Make sure I'm not dying from that. And then this just gives you the preview of the next room. Yeah, with the item that I'm looking for. Actually, I don't think that's the item I'm looking for, but that is something I want. And there's One Piece, a series that consists entirely out of filler episodes. Well, yes, but also the filler episodes do have important... Hey! Do you mind? I'm trying to go through here. If only this place wasn't so beat up, I wouldn't have to fight every single enemy that's around here. Like this guy, who immediately jumps out ready to attack. There you go. Take that, idiot. But yes, the filler does have importance. Here's where I beat up the wheelchair barriers. More wheelchairs than... enough wheelchairs to fill up the entire space of Whiteward by itself. It's pretty good. Then also here... Don't grab me a silk upgrade. Yep. And right down here for good measure. Oh, there's at least one. One of many that I'm planning to get in this episode, more or less. Because it's just, there's so much stuff. I mean, you know, one of these big games, one of these big old games like this, you do get a lot of just junk all over the place. A lot of missile upgrades and whatnot. Actually, no, going up here doesn't really matter now, does it? Go back down. I guess I'm going to have to go through here again. I would save and quit, but I'm pretty sure I didn't actually rest at the bench up there, did I? Does anybody remember if I rested at the bench up there? Because if I did, that would save me a couple seconds. Yeah, whatever, I'm already going. It doesn't matter. I don't know, I like One Piece, but I also haven't read One Piece in years. You didn't. Okay, thank you. Then good. Then I'm not going to have to go run around even more here. Ah! Even more here in that case. I hate these hedgehogs. Okay. Quit and find out. Absolutely not. Look, you're already too late. Somebody already told me the real answer. I like One Piece. One Piece is fun. One Piece is a good, fun, adventure-y type of show type of thing. I don't care how many filler episodes and whatnot there are. It's still a great watch regardless. You should know this is for Silk Eater, right? Which I guess I might as well pick those things up. Yep. And Get right on it there. Sure, I might not be able to use it for its intended purpose, but I think you get something. You get something for him at the very least. And since I'm probably not going to be coming back in here anytime soon, might as well buy this. I don't know. It's like maybe I should be saving my money and not worrying about getting maps, but I also feel like I kind of want maps at some point. Also, hi. Come on, you. Ah. You with your stupid giant scissors. Why don't I get giant scissors? I gotta work with needles here. That's my sewing themed nonsense. Alright. Well, hey, you know, this is also a good time to still have on the magma bell. I also really don't need to fight all these guys, and probably shouldn't. You know, just to be sure. It took me so long to find this the first time that I played the game because it is so incredibly obscure that it's just like, oh, you need to go jump up there. And if I remember from that last stream, yep, can't do it until you get the Clawline. Not that I want to do that boss anyway, because that's definitely one that I want to practice a few times before going up against. Don't get me wrong, I would very much like the reward you get from that, but none may falter. All right, get out here and go get the actual prize that I'm looking for, as well as, of course, the Clawline. Naturally. By the way, 629. I should be okay to be able to buy all the stuff that I want as well. Injector bands, fast heal. One of my favorites back in Hollow Knight. One of my favorites here too. No surprise. So that, I think, I mean, considering that a lot of the deaths that I've had were more or less related specifically to... Oh, yeah. Yeah! Jeez. Okay. I didn't even want to go fight it. I didn't want to fight it because I knew that I was about to get a save point regardless. Didn't think I was going to get hit twice there. I sort of thought that my Mercy Invincibility was going to bring me through. There we go. All right. Fast heal. A lot of my deaths have been a result specifically of... Do I have any more? No. A lot of my deaths have been a result specifically of, you know, trying to heal and then getting hit anyway. This should hopefully largely fix that, if not completely. I can't believe you got me anyway. Yeah. It's fine. I have to leave you for a while for business reasons. I gotta go answer that summons, eh? Oh, come on. Right. Should just be careful, just a little cautious. That's what I call cautious, right? Jeez. A pleasant stream? Well, that all depends on if I die or not. Now, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, it's just a flea. It's not even anything important, although I do remember this. Yep. Nice try, idiots. Thought you got me there. You didn't. Gotta wake up much earlier than that if you want to go get old Mr. Inferno Fireman. Clawline, baby. I'm gonna go get it. And look at those little teeny tiny little spouts of lava coming out there. All right. Not taking damage. Ah, I thought I had it too. Just like, oh, I think I might have it here. You did not. He did not have it here. All right. Any plans for sealing 100%? Maybe. Maybe. I don't want to commit to anything because it's just like I'm all like, let's do a regular run and then go from there, because they're going to be the same run. Like, the other thing, though, is that I'm still kind of holding out hope that Team Cherry is going to change it and not actually require you to do the minigames to get the final nail upgrade. Because, boy, oh boy, I would not like to have to limit myself when doing Steel Soul Run, especially. I already don't like having to do that in the regular save file. I would, well, like a regular run. I certainly don't want to do that in a Steel Soul run, but I suppose Steel Soul would also be the one where it's just like, well, let's actually get good at the... Yeah, we'll see. This is nice, though. Really good anti-air sort of deal. As well as the ability to... Well, my frame of reference for this is always Rayman grabbing onto... big old, yeah, circles in midair. I'm sure there's many examples of that. What? I say anti-air, and here we are. Okay, fine. How about this then? How about this then is apparently they're just going to dodge right around. I'm just going to go float right back down here, if you don't mind. Jeez. Oh, you don't need to hit every one of these. Though I do now have significantly less silk than I would prefer. Ah, what are you gonna do? Get more silk, hopefully. And that there. And this is just a shard bundle, right? It is. But hey, I mean, shards are shards. I also don't need to actually hit that one, which I think is important to note. All right. I've been trying to avoid going into the underworks this entire time, but now I am going to have to actually fight some of these enemies. Oh boy. The old strategy of walk back and forth. Okay, well, never mind then. Yeah. Get you. Get a little bit of you. Still get hit by you anyway. I hate these characters. At least fast heals got my back here. Stop that. That's what I was expecting. There we go. I don't like those big guys. The fact that they do the two masks of damage really kind of hard to deal with. But at the same time, too, it is... They have a pretty limited move set, and one that definitely can't really go too far as attacking you. I mean, you gotta jump, I suppose, but that's about it. Anyway, that should cover that, at least for now. Now, I mean, I guess I'll go get the double jump then, too. Well, actually, do I want to go get the double jump? Because I kind of want to not get the double jump for the sake of... Cogwork Dancers. A little bit easier to dodge around their big AoE attack if you don't have the double jump. Indeed. And I want from you this. I suppose I could also go and grab, like, the... Oh, I need 19 more tools. Huh. I didn't know that there was a requirement for that. I wasn't really planning to do too much for Architect's badge, whatever. Anyway, a crest. It's called a crest. It's not called a badge. What are you talking about? But, you know. Still a thing. Can't watch, but I'll pretend to be a bot for a bit. Good. Excellent. That's exactly what I need. You'll fit right in with all the other view bots. I'm getting an entire... How many viewers do I even have on this in the first place? Yes, you'll fit right in with the other 10 people watching. The other 10 bots that I paid to be here. All right, throw that in. See what we got. I mean, well, what we got is we got me going to the top of the place. First shrine! Let's go start grinding out this stuff here. Was there anything else I was missing? I'm just trying to think right now. Actually, I could go interaction, comment, just you know, just say PogChamp every once in a while. Completely and totally indistinguishable from the normal streaming experience. 300. I don't want to pay 300. That's too much. I resemble that remark. I resemble that remark. Beep boop. No. Look, I'm working on your city. I'm not gonna go talk to you right now. All right. What now? What now? There's a bunch of different things that I can go get, that I should go get. Underworks actually does have, yeah, it does have another thread spool thing. Wait, the other bots are getting paid? I mean, no. Absolutely not. Why? Have you been talking to each other about how much you're getting paid? You know, I, as your employer, don't like that. Anyway, it is... Where do I want to go? Is it just to the right here? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I don't even remember this entire... Like, the fact that you could get here from the Whiteward for a long time, so... How can I trust my memory on just about anything? Yeah? Yeah? There you go. Grab that. Get me out of here. Ahoy. 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 Hey. Hey, look at me. On it. Hey, on it. I gotta tell you something. Stop bringing people to Songclave. I don't like it. Look, I'm just trying to live here my life. This is terrible. I am sorry for that couple of minutes of... A couple of hours is what it felt like of voice acting. Anyway, what else? What else? What else? Too many things, that's the problem. So, I guess I'm going to go back to the Bellway. I'm going to go get Needlestorm, which I never did before because I feel like that's pretty... I feel like Needlestorm is better for arena fights. You know, the kill rooms that you got to go into, kill all the enemies. So, going back to Greymoor to fight those birds that I hate. Then maybe go over to... and I don't know about this. End up going over to the Hunter's March to get the Fractured Skull. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking right there. Because that... Fractured Skull's pretty good. It's really good. So I think that might be... It's just, I want to make sure, because that the ant kill room is kind of rough. So, and I have died in there before. I got fast healing now, so that's... Wait a second. I knew it. I'm just like, hey, wait a second. There should be a... Don't even. There should be a guy there normally. There should be a different enemy. And it's like, nope. It's fly time, baby. Time for fly. Well, not this time. We're not doing the prison break sequence. Yet. Soon, I can only assume. Get in there. Get out here. Was there... Only got 122 money, so not like too much right now. The other thing that could be nice is like getting tax. Going over to Sinner's Road for that. Actually, you know, another thing that would be nice is going over to the To the place right underneath the blasted plains. That's not what they're called. Going and get the tool you get from there. Also quite a bit of extra health too. Yeah, let's do this first. I'm already here, and then yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go make a run over to the Wormways, as they're called. And go grab all of the junk that I otherwise didn't get here as well. Kind of going through the game expeditiously. All right. Will he be able to survive birds? I hope so. Certainly got enough practice against him, but at the same time... Yeah. Certainly got enough practice against him, but at the same time, that has not stopped these birds from ending runs in the past. Please stop getting hit by the rat bug. Me. How do these things keep getting caught in there? It's like how Dark Souls constantly puts NPCs inside of barrels. Ugh, okay, well, I guess we're doing this then. You know, speaking of tools that I like, they do have the tri-daggers here as well. Which is just, you know, pretty easy to hit enemies with all 3 daggers and hits a pretty good amount up as well as in front of you. Might go grab that. Okay, actually, you know what? I do have the Clawline now, don't I? There you go. Being real obnoxious, but not so obnoxious that I can't do it. Birds. They are characters in this game. They are bugs in this game for some reason. Clawline makes this easier too. All right. I mean, I could also end up getting a lot of fleas as well on top of that too. You know what? Let's just be careful here. This is what I'm talking about, where it's just like, I hate these birds. There. 1 hit left. Ugh. There we go. Get right up here. Getting so close to getting killed just by fighting a single one of those. Ugh. But that's why it's like, yeah, the cracked skull would probably be pretty good. I don't really have too much doubt in my ability to go and fight, like, yeah, a bunch of ants, but, you know, doesn't mean that at any point in time I can die. Simply put. Go grab that sort of deal. Go grab me. What? I don't know. It's pretty handy. Oh, God. So bad at this. Oh, am I actually maxed out on amount of shards that I got? Neat. Maxed out on the frustration that I feel trying to fight all these birds. Ooh. Anyway. And I think, yeah, the tool specifically is over here. 3-fold pin. It's like a straight pin, except there's 3 of them. What? Yeah? Yeah? How are you not dead yet? Oh, whatever. I'm just out of here. I do not need to be hanging around here any longer than absolutely necessary. After all, you're my wonder wall. Okay. And in fact, I can go get a heal right here. Very pleasant. Very nice to know that I have someplace I can go for that. How's it going? We're just doing standard sort of boring grinding for this stream. I got back up to the Pregnant Sonic discourse. Absolutely not. We are all here to talk about Pregnant Sonic. So, if Sonic got pregnant, who do you think the father would be? Me? Knuckles. That's my headcanon. Yep, there you go. Shadow? Also a valid choice. I think that's true. Well, you know, overall, it's just, I feel like Knuckles and Sonic, I mean, after all, they're the ones on that were on a team back in Sonic Heroes and everything. So I feel like they would be the most likely to become a couple compared to Shadow. Like, Shadow's off doing his whole thing. Big the Cat, an interesting choice. I mean, Big the Cat, of course, is one of the like greatest characters of the Sonic franchise. I feel like he is not really a character that would get much into, you know, oh man, I've got nothing here, have I? Well, start filling it out. Yeah, it's just like Big the Cat, it's just, I don't really get like Big the Cat as a romantic character, you know, like as a character that you get into a relationship. Big the Cat's just kind of around doing his whole thing. You can't like, you know, stop the wind from blowing. And in that same way, you can't stop Big the Cat from trying to catch fish. Yes, what is it? Stop it. Okay, fine. Anyway, continuing on. Let's go do the thing here with the thing. Do I even have a simple key? I do. Yeah, I bought that from the NPC here, didn't I? Get over here. And then it's basically just jump right up here, right? There's also some place I know where you could get a thread. One of the thread spools. But I don't remember exactly where that is. Oh yeah, there's also you. Well, I am not going to deal with right now. At least not right now. However, more importantly, I think is just you. Oh no, I grabbed this over here? I guess I must have grabbed that earlier as I was doing this. Yeah, I did start out with 6 HP, didn't I? Huh. I don't remember doing that, but I guess I must have already grabbed that mask shard. Okay. Last time I heard Cursed Sonic Discourse for you was an old Dead Cells stream. Yes, and now we're in current year, 2019. No, current year, 2025. That's the year, yeah. And we're still talking about Sonic. I don't see what the issue is. I feel like this is a completely normal circumstance. Yeah. Okay, I guess I can't get up there. You do actually need double jump for that. Pretty sure most of this you can do without double jump, though, right? At least I think. I don't know. Not that it really matters. It's not like that's a particularly good skill anyway, the owie. Not like that's a particularly good skill as it is, so... Whatever. I think you can dash and jump. I'll come back for it later. Like I said, it's just you know, the needle throw, except you also move along with it. So, maybe it does more damage. You back up to full health, I suppose. Nope. The Wormways. You know, that place where there's just worms constantly trying to dig through the rock. Hi. Xylitol. Everyone, xylitol is a sugar substitute. Actually see that in like sugar-free gums and whatnot. Why is this guy called that? No idea. Sprint jump and Clawline into dash. It's easier with the double jump. So you can do that, I can imagine, but it's just like, I don't wanna. I mean, I was saying before that I sort of want to just buff up myself before going, and wait, buff up myself, but also get the Cogwork Dancer's beaten before I get double jump. I definitely can just go get double jump right now, though. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I want to do Lifeblood stuff? Lifeblood was so useful and not at all extremely similar to the Radiance infection back in the first game to a suspicious degree. There were people that were surprised that Lifeblood was bad back in when they revealed it in this game with like this guy and the way that it's clearly incredibly suspicious. It's just like, I don't know. Lifeblood was always suspicious, and I think that this is just the natural sort of end game to that. But hey, whatever gives me more lifeblood, I am not going to be arguing with. I'll tell you that right now. Gets me more lifeblood, gets me more health, specifically. I hate these things. Stupid tiny worms. Lifeblood was too good? Well, yeah, I mean, the entire point is that it is. I don't even know if I would say Lifeblood was too good back in Hollow Knight. It was decent, but God, I hate these things. Wrong button. And then, oh yeah, you need to charge it up. Take that. Liquid light. Hey, you just call it. It's clearly called Plasmium here. Life Seed. Possesses regenerative qualities. Sure does. And hey, in the first game, you literally played as a character meant to confine godly influence, godly infection. Here, as you play as a character that is like half worm. All right, what happens to everybody else that uses lifeblood, though? Yeah. Can't wait until the third game where it's just like if Zote takes lifeblood even once he dies. We'll see. All right, I'm still watching. Yeah, I mean, I paid you to bot this channel, of course. Along with, again, the other 10 people. Look, I can only afford 10 people and, you know, a couple extra to... I mean, when I say afford, I'm not actually paying them, of course. All right. I do not remember where you're supposed to go in here at all. Ah! The beep, boop, ooh-woo. See, the ooh-woo part cost extra. I think it was worth it, though. I think it was well worth that extra cost. Now, I'm paying them in exposure, you understand. Grab you, and isn't there also... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's probably fine. Anyway. Look, as we all know, lifeblood is super safe and good, and we all love it. Definitely nothing... Ah! I hate these worms, like that hedgehog. In the exact way of that hedgehog. Death! Ah! Ah! Anyway. Continuing on. Look, yeah, I drink abyss juice. It's delicious. Anybody who says that they don't want to is just listening to the lamestream media who has been poisoned by the Pale King. Talking to drive-by media. Says the lifeblood is bad for you. I've been taking lifeblood every day, and I'm a very lovely shade of blue. Okay. We're getting too close to actual things. Anyway. I bathe in the abyss every day. No. Oh no, actual commentary. Anyway. Just gotta get through here. There's one more Plasmium. I do not remember where it is. Does anybody remember where the third one is? It's so dark in here and filled with worms. I do not like it. Restarting Steel Soul from the start if you fail, or does the rollback also work? Oh no, I'm restarting it from the beginning. That's why I have. That's why I have even an extra save file, specifically that I can go to if I die. So that we can at least get a little bit of progress in one save file, if nothing else. This one's been going okay, though. Mostly, I'm guessing, because I didn't immediately go for Cogwork Dancers on this. Ah, here we go. Okay. Easier to find than I thought. There we go. Was there anything else down here while I'm in the area? Yeah, it's like, oh, no. What I do is I throw on a YouTube video, of course, of girlfriend ASMR, and then I just go play the game up for like 2 hours to get roughly to the same point that I was at before. Yeah, going back to since I'm going to be going back to the start here to warp back to the bench anyway, it's like, yeah, here's the other save file that I got 5 hours in. Now you can see I even got another mask there. Doing pretty well, but also as ephemeral as any other one of the Steel Soul files that have already been destroyed. Yeah, it's like, don't worry. Thankfully, you're not going to have to go see that. I want to at least, if I'm putting stuff on stream, I'd like it to at least be new content, right? Why not get the Wanderer's Crest? I mean, I guess I should. But I really like the Hunter's Crest, really. It is genuinely my favorite. I also just think the game was based entirely around it. But yeah, we should go get the various crests just for the sake of, you know, almost painlessly. But indeed. Yeah, I saw him over there. I should have played the needle in. I totally forgot about that. See what he said. Nothing good, I assume, but, you know. Plasmium file. Excellent. Now I can get 3 extra health for any encounter. And also throw that on, because, of course, just like the tri-daggers. Yeah, we can go grab that. We can go do a bunch of stuff, really. I mean, there's a very world is your oyster thing when all I'm trying to do, basically, is not put myself in too much danger by fighting a boss, more or less. Yep. And here we are. I don't think he says anything. That's terrifying. Expected, though. It's like, ah, yes, the infection is that deep, eh? Ugh. Again, not surprising. I thought I remembered that. Not surprising. We are talking about like higher caste bug infection, as Hornet said earlier. Hey, everybody. I don't know why that guy keeps getting me. The one that dives at you. Oh yeah, I got the thing for picking up pilgrim shawls now. I forgot about this guy. Actually, no, I remembered him, but I couldn't remember where he was at. Look at this little idiot. How does that even happen? That's like the weakest bug in the game. Anyway. Continuing on. At least there's one more flea down. I don't think you really get too much for flea rescue until the final one, right? At least too lazy to get out. I was sitting up there whimpering and everything, so clearly was not having a good time. Or maybe that's what fleas sound like when they're having a good time. I don't know. That'd be weird. Awoo. All right. Get over here, Pilby. Taking you down. And was this where I came in? Yes. It's also... I think you can... Yeah, no, you can make this. Even without double jump. Although it just gives you, frayed rosary string. Oh, boy. Standard quest reward. Or secret find reward, I suppose. Common. Clap, clap. And get me over to that Wanderer's Crest. Why not? We're in the area. We're ready to do this sort of thing. I don't think there's anything else I can get in here right now. Maybe? I don't think so. think I'm good. Howie. All right. Well, again, it's just one of the nice things about the Wormways is that you have a pretty inexhaustible source of silk now, don't you? Very easy to regenerate that if necessary. Oh. Oh. Thanks. Ah! I hate that hedgehog. Once again. Shell satchel. If only there was a dream needle. Yeah, I mean, well, this is... Yeah, I mean, that is one thing that it's like, I can see why they decided, because, like, Dream Needle does have actual... I don't remember what the shell satchel is at all. I should probably see what that is. As soon as I'm not getting attacked by stuff. Oh, here we go. Increases the quantity of crafted tools. Interesting. I don't think I ever got that. Wait. Okay, no. That was just me walking over there. That wasn't something about to jump up from the ashes. Remembered. Worthy. Dear one. Oh, yeah, I guess I see. This is a graveyard. Huh. And, ah! Why here? Why would you make it here? Anyway. Continuing on, though. I thought I was going back to the entrance. I didn't think that I was going to be finding an entirely separate area. Okay. That should just about cover everything. Yeah, largely. Now, I guess let's go get the Wanderer's Crest. I got everything open over there. May as well, right? In the meantime, though, is there anything else I can do? You got anything? Nah, same as usual. Arm ourselves with prayer and the ability of song. Life-saving bridge. Do I even... No. Pretty far away from even getting that. All right, then. So, looking pretty good insofar as I now have quite a bit of extra health. Maybe even a way that I could... I mean, I can either use this at the start of fights or in the middle of it as just like one extra way to survive. Shell Satchel is a Steel Soul exclusive item. It is! Oh, no wonder why I never found it then. Interesting. Interesting. I was wondering when I was going to start getting some Steel Soul exclusive stuff because I haven't really seen too much yet. Yeah, it's just like, it feels like, yeah, that's pretty powerful. It's just like, oh, craft more items from your satchel. It's just like, yeah, that seems pretty good. Huh, if only I found that in my server save file. Okay, that explains that. Handy. Wow. How did I do that? I have no idea what like the other exclusive stuff is, but I'll have to go equip that one up. So that means that is for cool dudes who want to have to restart their save files constantly. Hey, that could also help quite a bit for like future playthroughs as well. Stop that. Shell Satchel. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. Yeah. Use this better for the... Again, these rooms should be pretty easy if I just even end up using the stuff most of the time. Yeah, it's just one of the yellow slots, so... It's not like the yellow slots have a whole lot of stuff that I really want to get on them, so... Sure. If you're following along at home, go grab that thing. You really don't need too much aside from the dash, I think, to get it, really, right? Maybe you need the wall jump. It was pretty close to the early part of the area. I don't know. Places dead bug purse. Okay, I also never got dead bug purse, so I guess either way, you know. I think I missed both of those regardless. What was I looking for? But yeah, what does that do? Is it like get extra money from enemies or something? Or something probably more specific with dying? Lose less money on dying or something? Or lose no money on dying? Let's keep half your money. Okay. Still would be something pretty useful to have. Yeah, it could be one of those things. I was sort of thinking like a Dark Souls style. What are those things that ring of protection sort of deal that it breaks and then lets you keep your money though on death? Something like that. Whatever. Give me that shell satchel. Sure. Do I even have any? I need to go get like a memory locket already so I can actually go open that up, but as it is, you know what, let's just equip it up right now. Why not? How many more? Yeah, gives me an extra Plasmium file. Sure. I think that went from 12 for the try thing to 15. So I think it's just like having more or less an extra upgrade to your crafting kit thing, right? But hey, I mean, look, 1 extra health to go into every fight is pretty choice, I'm gonna say. So I'm not disappointed with that at all. Saved me 500 rosaries in my first playthrough because I was somehow okay with using it, but too proud to string rosaries. I mean, I know there's not like a lot of extremely good yellow slot items to have, but come on. Surely there's something. Either way. Oh yeah, we can go and do this now, right? It's actually just right up here. These guys who are like the... what is the name? I should know the name. I don't remember the name. The scarab guards from the first game, more or less. Oh yeah, I still gotta go grab these. Look, I gotta be grinding up a lot of money eventually. Also, I have to go pick up rosaries manually now. Gross scarab guards. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like they just reused a lot of like the moveset of those guys for these flint beetles. The Watcher Knights. That's what they're called. Okay, no, you're right. The proper name is Watcher Knights. There they are. With like the roll and everything. Obviously a little bit more threatening than the Watcher Knights were, but... Come on! Owie. They didn't have that move, but... And there are unique enemies. Something to be said about that. Also, we get the great thing of just Hornet taking a big ol' sniffer of dung, which is great. Good. This is what I want. Washer Knights mod that replaces them with washing machines. Wait, that happened? I never got into the modding scene back in Hollow Knight. I mean, I do know. I have seen people talk about how like the Hollow Knight with an AK-47 mod is now canon in this game because they have indeed added guns now. There you go. The Thomas the Tank Engine mod of Hollow Knight, I guess. When do we get the mod that replaces every enemy with Trobio in this? Anyway. How am I doing on money regardless? Ain't too shabby. Ain't too amazing just yet, but ain't too shabby. As it is, I think I'm going to be a little bit judicious in my... I think I already got this mask. I'm pretty sure I did. But I'm going to be a little bit judicious in my use of Plasmium. But it is also one of those things where if things go wrong, I now have, you know, some way to regen up a lot of health. Replace every... Ah, yes, Grandmother Flea. Here they come. Here to cause the haunting by spreading their fur everywhere. which would actually be kind of funny. That would be a decent mod. I'm giving that one out for free, baby. For flea, baby. For free, babe, flea. It's terrible. It'd be miserable. Oh yeah, I mean everything's like hand drawn and whatnot. So it is. There's quite a bit of stuff you gotta replace. I would think these sprite sheets are notably large, right? At least I imagine that. 100% you could do that. Yep. There we go. Yeah. You 100% could do that. Replace the big chonky enemies with Shrek. But once the enemy rando for Silksong comes out, oh boy. Man, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I obviously didn't really do much. I didn't get it. I obviously didn't really do too much for Hollow Knight, just period, when it comes to modding. But that definitely includes doing any sort of enemy randomizer type of deal. Wow, I really left a lot of characters around here, didn't I? Okay, how about this? You're really doing me like that, Watcher Knight, eh? I hate it. But I accept that this is the life that I lead. Having to do this sort of thing over and over. Oh, that was it. Never mind, I'm really good at video games. I lied. Enemy rando is not fun, but item rando is amazing. Yeah, enemy rando just... Oh. Speaking of woo guys. There they go. Oh yeah, there's also a memory locket up here, which, hey, I was just talking about wanting to get one of those, right? And they go through the full haunting process. Alright, stop that. There you go. How would item rando for Silksong work, given that it's act-based? I think between probably the sort of openness of the game that they're at least trying to go for, as well as... There you are. The openness of the game they're trying to go for, as well as, you know, glitches. You could probably end up doing most of it. You know, all over the place. There's also, I'm sure, some sort of variety of logic that would prevent any sort of soft locks from happening. There you go. Oh yeah, I still need to go get their clothes. I forgot, I still need to steal all of these dead guys' clothes. Of course. You too. Get over here, I'm stripping you naked. I don't even remember why I did this. I just took this quest and now I've got to do it. Alright, what was I doing now? Did I get... Okay, I did get that one already. That craft medal. That craft dinner. I wonder what's for craft dinner. Anyway. Movement abilities are strictly required. Yeah. No movement abilities that are strictly required to enter Act 2. Yeah, you could probably get away with just about anything, right? Oh, I am at the old ant area. You know what? Ow. Owie. God, that hurts so much. All right, let's do it. Yep. Okay, well I don't know why I thought that was going to be that dangerous. It really wasn't. Whatever. I don't know. They do a lot of damage, and I'm scared of large characters, I guess. Well, either way, let's see if I can go and get through Hunter's March now that I've got quite a bit of extra health, all things considered. Though I would like to not lose my lifeblood masks if I can. If I can help that. Hi. Another one of these woo guys over here. I too get shy around large men. I mean, how can you not? It's like, oh, sure, you're going to the gym every single day to try and reach them. But every time you're doing anything, you just see some dude that is 5 times larger than you walk by. And it's like, what are you going to do? There you go. Wait, did I equip up the thing? No, I didn't equip up the thing again, did I? Yeah. Yeah. Get back up there and try and do this without losing any health. Perfect. Done flawlessly, if I do say so myself. Don't forget that you have wall jump now. Is there anything that I can do with wall jump? I'm not even entirely sure. Keep those hearts, baby. And by hearts, I mean masks. You can skip some of the platforming. I mean, I can skip a lot of the platforming just because I have, you know, not even just wall jump, but also... This is really what I'm worried about. You sort of thing. Well, there's one down. You guys not super worried about. Never mind. I should have been. Oh, come on. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, where... Oh, come on, really? There. There's one hit left, then, I guess. I hate this stupid arena. I hate this arena so much. Well, we gotta go do it again then, baby. God, that one's the worst.